Welcome to the Blow Your Mind podcast. If you're trying to figure out who you are, where you're headed, or how to trust yourself in the middle of it all, this show is for you. I'm Erica Sinner. I grew up in a trailer park on food stamps, and I went on to build a multi-8-figure award-winning company without a safety net and without pretending it was easy. I'm now a CEO, a best-selling author, and a philanthropist. And what I've learned is this: real confidence isn't a feeling. It's self-trust built through evidence. This is a place for real conversations. You'll hear from me and occasionally my husband, Chris, as we talk honestly about real life and the standards and decisions that separate talk from results. Let's blow your mind. I found myself in my car, completely in shock, alone, looking at all of the other cars in the parking lot and just in tears. I had just been fired. I had just found myself sitting across the desk from the CEO of the company that I'd worked for, and I was being told that I was no longer needed on the team. And wow, did that hurt. It hurt for a lot of reasons. I think it hurt because, one, it's always hard when you feel like you're not wanted on the team, but also I had worked really hard at this job, and I didn't just work hard. I had results, because I understand the difference between, consistency, persistence, this relentlessness to not give up, but are you actually getting the results that you want? And the answer for me was yes. We had spent a year working on this launch. We had done 2 different campaigns. And the month before we were going live, I was told I was no longer needed on the team. And I was at the height of my career. I wasn't 21 or 22. I was at a point in my life where my experience finally matched my drive. And a few weeks later, I got to watch through Instagram my entire team in New York City walking the red carpet as they were accepting awards for the very campaigns that I had launched, for the very product launch that I had. Only my name wasn't on any of the awards because I wasn't an employee at the company at the time. And so I know what it feels like to not be chosen. I know what it feels like to not be picked to be on a team. And I also know what it feels like when things happen that you can't understand. And how do you get back up from that moment? How do you move forward? And that's really what led to a question that I have used my whole life. And it's one that I've always relied on. And it really helped me get outside of my own head and focus on someone else. And that question has always been, how can I blow somebody's mind today? It allowed me to think about adding value to somebody else, about achieving something for somebody else, but also it gave me a level of greatness and a standard that I could rise to, even if I didn't feel it for myself. Even if I wasn't feeling confident, my focus was really around, how can I blow somebody's mind today? And the really cool thing about that is it's what led to my framework, this podcast, all of the work that I've been doing to really realize that when you take a look back, when you spend time trying to blow other people's minds, you take a moment and you're like, oh my God, I think I might have blown my own mind. I think I've kind of done something here and I'm really proud of myself. And the Blow Your Mind framework really goes into who are you becoming, and then how do you build the systems that are going to support your life and help you become that person you've decided, and then how do you build so much proof that you rewire your brain to know and reveal the worthiness that's been there the whole time. My mind blown moment is this idea that you don't have to wait for permission, that you can just decide, today, right now, who am I going to be? And what is the standard that I'm going to rise to? And what am I focusing on? And how do I get myself, out of bed, out of the tears? And I'm not going to say it wasn't hard. I allowed myself to feel all the feelings. I cried for days. I ate pizza in bed. I didn't leave my bed for a few days. And I'm a big believer in processing your feelings, in really acknowledging where you are, but also don't overstay your welcome at your own pity party, right? Go to the party, but don't overstay your welcome. There's a time where it's let's go, let's figure this out. And for me, it's how can I blow somebody's mind today became that anchor point for me, that anchor question that then allowed me to blow my own mind. Losing my job was really hard in my 30s. I think safety is a core value for me. It's one from probably how I grew up, which will be stories that I share on this podcast in the future. But safety matters to me in a lot of ways, and safety means a lot of things. It means that I can pay my bills, which means I have a job, which means I can take care of myself and my family. And in that moment, it was really hard, and it shifted a lot of things for me and how I felt about myself, how I thought about my work, how did you not lean into believing stories that other people say about you or think about you. And also realizing that sometimes people are going to do things that don't make sense to you. And like sometimes you are going to get passed over for that promotion, or your campaign launch isn't going to go well, or something happens that you don't know why it happened even when you gave it your best. And I've really leaned into things happening for me versus to me. That is life. And it's not always that every experience has to be turning pain into purpose, and every experience has to be this big aha moment, but it's also just recognizing that you can keep getting up and that you've survived your hardest days. And I just stopped asking, why do I feel this way? And I started asking, what do I do about it? And that really has been, how can I blow somebody else's mind? There's a saying that says, when there's something that you really need, you give it out into the world. And so for me, it's if I needed to blow my own mind, if I wanted to show my own worthiness, how can I show up for somebody else in a way that helps them and then allows me to feel really proud of myself, but also builds evidence and proof of the worthiness that's always been there within myself. And so if you're here today, that's what this podcast is about. We're going to talk about real things. We're going to talk about real life experiences. My husband is going to join sometimes. You might even see my pups at some point join in on the podcast. But I'm going to walk through my framework through different lenses, through different settings. I'm also going to talk about the way that I set up my life professionally and personally. How did I build a multi-8-figure company? How did I become a best-selling author? How did I end up at Barnes & Noble window in New York City on 5th Avenue in December? I still am like, what? Did that really happen? But again, that's that evidence I can point to and be like, yeah, girl, you did that. You did that. And we should celebrate that more often. It's not bragging. It's actually just being an example of what is possible for other people. It's taking a moment to track for yourself what you've done and what you've accomplished. So every episode on the Blow Your Mind podcast is going to come to you starting with a real story, real life, true life, whether it's me, my husband, or a guest that we have on the podcast. We'll always have a mind blown moment. And I'm always going to end every single episode with a question for you, or something to think about, or maybe even thinking about what is a promise you could keep to yourself this week that you can hold on to and prove to yourself that you can trust yourself, that you are worthy. I want you to reach out to me. I respond to every single DM, every message that I get, every email that I get. So connect on social media, share anything that lands for you. And as you're blowing your own mind, I'd love for you to tag me. I want to cheer you on. I can't wait to see you blow your own mind and to hear how you're applying the framework, how these conversations have maybe shifted something for you in your life, in your relationships and work, because we're going to cover all of the things. I am coming to you as an open book. I am learning really the power of vulnerability and the power of showing up authentically me, even if that shows you that I'm kind of a dork and I want to be funny so bad, but I'm not. And I want to do a really good job because I care. And I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to connect with you. I can't wait to be in your bathroom as you're getting ready, in your car as you're driving somewhere, and to just kind of be that girlfriend that's bringing you real life things that I hope that when you hear it, you feel it, and you're like, gosh, yeah, I feel that way too. Or man, I've been through that too. This is hard. And to say yeah, but keep going. Because I kept going, and look what's possible when you keep going. And at the end of the day, we really do need community. We need to see other people opening up, and we need to stop paying attention to the highlight reel and talk about the real stuff. So here's the question for you this week. How can I blow somebody's mind today? Go out there, figure out who it is, who's the lucky person who you're going to blow their mind, and then DM me and tell me about it. I cannot wait to hear what happens in the ripple effect out in the world. And thank you for being here. I can't wait to see you. Till next time. Thanks for listening to the Blow Your Mind podcast. If something you heard today stayed with you, that's your cue. Apply one idea. Keep one promise to yourself this week, because that's how you blow your mind. If this helped you build proof, shift your identity, or have an aha moment, share your receipts on Instagram and tag me at Erica_Sinner. Leave a review wherever you're listening so more people can find this work and blow their minds too. I'll see you next time.